Hello, happy evening. That's not a saying at all. Hello, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another Earthborn Rangers live stream. So don't stream in the evening too frequently, but I really wanted to play Earthborn Rangers again. So we're gonna be continuing on in our biscuit delivery campaign. At least that's as far as I know what the objective of the campaign is. And we're gonna be having some fun with it. So this is day 3, so the third session. The We have a current kind of side mission going on, and we're just kind of hanging out. We were told that we were going to be called back when we were needed, and we're awaiting that call. Last time we narrowly escaped the clutches of whatever that thing was. It was a horrible thing. This guy, the Umbra was around, and we narrowly escaped that. We were here in Boulder Field, and now we've made our way down to Corbo's Market, mainly with the thought of trying to see what some of the other terrain types are. So whenever you travel to a new station, part of the way that you create the encounter deck, or the path deck, which is what it's called in this game, is you take the terrain that you crossed and add it to your location. So here we went from Boulder Field across the desert, which I'm guessing is not going to be the nicest path set to have, down into Corbo's Market, with the idea that we're going to make our way up to Ancestral Grove and then over to Lone Tree Station and kind of hit, I think, almost every single one of the, yeah, pretty much every single, there are a couple of them over here, kind of in the south, and then the swamps over here, but pretty much every single one of the terrain types. So kind of making our way, because we were told that we are going to be called back to Lone Tree Station at some point. Since we are making our way down to Corbo's Market, it is not a, I forgot exactly what they're called. Basically, the yellow, like White Sky, Spire, Lone Tree Station, they have their own encounter set. If it's not a part of this kind of, or if it's not that special, you take the Valley set and you choose 3 cards at random to make up the path deck, because, as they say, you'll never know what you find along the way. Another one of the changes that is from this to like one of our previous days is it started raining. The day tracker gives you an idea of the weather for every single day. The weather is how it's difficulty. Hey, Jester Gito, how's it going? I love this game. This game is fantastic. Very, very open world, just light-hearted, but also like beautiful, and just I'm having a ton of fun with this game. So we'll see what we see along the way. We'll put that there, and we'll go ahead and read our entry. Now, we learned last time that it's better, or that the website has all of the entries along with the erratas on it. So we could be flipping through this book if we wanted to and reading all that, or we can just go in here and click 94.1. If you've completed biscuit delivery, we have delivered all of our biscuits. It only took us 2 days to do that. You yawn as you wake up from the trail and then sniff the air curiously. Something smells delicious. You look around your campsite and see, sitting on a rock, a hearty grain loaf and a stack of delicate sweetbreads, still warm and steaming. Someone hiked by while you were asleep and left them for you. On the top of the loaf, you find a note that says, "Thanks for delivering the biscuits to us. Enjoy breakfast. Each ranger gains 1 additional energy in an aspect of your choice for the first round." That's pretty cool. So, that's... what do we want? You know what? I'm gonna go with fitness. We're gonna get another fitness. One of the things, Jester, and if you're not familiar with the game, you build your character. It's a really interesting character building, and I call it character building. I guess it is deck building, but it is like a character building. It feels very much like a video game or RPG character build. You have aspects, and this is your energy. So like this card costs 2 spirit resources, but also the spirits are what you commit to test. So if you have played Arkham, you're running test, you're doing test. Very, very similar concept here, except instead of a chaos bag where you're pulling out tokens, you have these cards which modify the specific type of test that you are trying. So we're gonna try fitness mainly because we want to travel at some point. We want to travel around, and fitness is the common test to traverse. And so the best time to try and place progress, well, actually, I don't know if that's true. A good time to try and place progress up here on our current location is to is that first round when nothing's hindering our way. Is it solo only? No, no, no. It is designed. It's a multiplayer game. It's a multiplayer game. It is. I've played it 2 players. I've played it solo. I don't have, I would say, enough experience to tell you which one I like it more. I like them both a lot. That being said, there we go. That being said, it was designed by some of the people who worked on Arkham. Or I'm 99% sure on that. And they designed it with a solo intent in mind. So not an intent, but they designed it so that it wasn't as hindering as Arkham solo can be. So we are here. Every single location has some setup instruction. So the lead ranger searches the path deck for the next feature and puts it into play. So we got, hey, right there, perfect. Got the morning rock. And this is entry 16. Every single one of, or not every single one of the cards, a lot of the cards have different stories that go along with them, as well as some of like decisions that you could make. So, oh, nope, that's 16. I would need. So, Kobo's Market. If Spirit Seeker Null is in play, go to 16.1. If it's flooded, go to 16.2. Otherwise, I feel like if Kobo's Market is flooded, that's probably not a good sign. Given Rin Kobo's Messapin heritage, it is not surprising that he set up his market next to a clear, spring-fed lake. You see the market bathed in sunlight, bursting with wares from both inside and outside the valley. You hear the joyful chatter of bartending customers and merchants as you approach. So, we have a action here, focus plus hearts to haggle for 3. This is actually really cool. I read this both because I was, setting this up, but return a gear from your hand to your collection. Choose a starting gear from your collection that meets your aspect requirements and add it to your hand. This alteration to your deck is permanent. So there are ways to modify your deck by interacting with the in-game elements, which I think is just really cool. That's good. I always have a hard time getting into solo mode of games that are multiplayer with a late solo mode or a solo mode where you have to play 2 hands. Yeah. And that's why I like Marvel Champions way more than I like Arkham Solo. Like I play 90% of my games solo, true solo in Marvel, and I won't do that again in Arkham just because of how brutal it can be. This one is kind of interesting because it's kind of you're on a location of the map, and then your play space is the kind of the representation of what's happening at that space on the map. So we're currently here at Kobo's Market, and so we can actually take this away. And there are like 4 levels. So this is your player area. This is your within reach. This is along the way, and then this is the surroundings. So whenever you're playing a multiplayer game, everybody has their own within reach, but they share an along the way section. And so as we play, that will make more sense than what it just sounded like, because that was not super, that was kind of confusing. Anyways, this is within reach. It's effectively like being engaged with something. I guess it has more similarities to Lord of the Rings than it does Marvel. I love Champion Solo. This feels way more like Champion Solo than like a Arkham. Okay, so I don't remember how many cards do we get. I think it's 5, but but I don't even remember. Oops. 6 cards. Mulligan, Arkham Horror Mulligan rules. So we got 2, 4, 6. Jester. one of my favorite things about this is the art. So like these are like the event cards, are akin to event cards in like Marvel, where they're kind of like a stenciled art look, whereas like your upgrades, which in this are called gear, um, are like full in. So it's like you can really easily tell like what's an upgrade and what's an event. Now they also say it here. They're called moments here. But so we have walk with me. After you succeeded a traverse test, add presence to a being equal to your effort. This is in addition to the test standards effect. When you perform a test, discard any number of cards from your fatigue stack to commit one effort. When you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. Each ranger may add 1 damage to a flora to soothe 1 fatigue and gain 1 energy of any type. When you add damage to a flora this way, you may not exceed his damage threshold. Hey, I watched your content creator roundtable for AOA. Great video. More of that, please. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I had just so much fun talking with them. They understand the game so much, and it's just really cool to get their expertise on the game. It was a good time. Thank you. We got the Hydro Lens goggles. This allows us to scout is scrying, and then a leaf in the breeze when you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. Honestly, I think we're going to maybe toss. We're going to keep the Nature's Abundance. We're going to toss 4. So we're going to draw back up to Bold, Nature's Abundance, the Carbon Forged Trowel, and a Green Thumb. And then these get shuffled back in. Excellent. I kind of built, the cards are really, really beautiful, Jester. Yeah, I built this deck kind of around all the flora. So you choose a background, you choose a specialty. The cards interact with the game in different ways, but the main things that you're going to be seeing in the deck are features. Those can be flora, those can be obstacles. You can find, and then you can find beings, which can be friendly, predators, prey, all of that kind of stuff. And so my deck is kind of around interacting and finding flora, which you can consume, eat, interact with. And then my deck is all about exploiting that a little bit more. Yeah, getting 4 inputs from different playstyles and experience is really, yeah, awesome. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Okay, so just to kind of give everyone a reminder, also me, I need a reminder. We have this lure. We found this, I don't remember exactly who gave it to us, but we have to locate the local meta predators by finding what prey and luring it out. So when a prey is cleared, set it aside. We have to arrive at a new location while there's 5 or more total presents of prey set aside. And then we complete the lure. When I go pick up my Deadpool in X23 on Friday, I have to look at this game for the shop. I don't know if it's in retail yet. I think right now it's only, and again, don't quote me on this, I don't know anything. I think right now it's only being sold through online as a pre-order or Team Covenant. I think Team Covenant's kind of handling a lot of the logistics stuff on that. Not maybe confusing it. That will make your bank account happier. One thing that is nice about this game, when we're talking about bank accounts, is the fact that it's not like a monthly release model. It is a full-fledged, you buy that box and that has everything you need in it for this campaign, all of the player cards and everything, and then the next expansion will have everything that you need in it. So it's not a monthly release. It's not something that will be financially difficult to keep up with from like a release model. So okay, so we got the morning route. We can test fit to slice this and share the tear-inducing vegetable to add 1 damage to the feature, suffer a fatigue, and then that ranger soothes 3 fatigue. It's kind of interesting. I think we're going to spend 2 to play the Hydrolin goggles. This comes in with 3. And we can use awareness to clarify, to scout path cards equal to your effort, and draw a scout card. So we got that. I think the Carbon Forged Trowel will be nice to get down. I guess like I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. So We can play this later. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and put as much progress on the market as we can, just so we can travel if we want. We don't have to travel, but we can if we want. So let's go ahead and we need 4. We need a total of 4. Let's go 3. So whenever you do a test, you have to commit at least one of your presents, and then you can modify it Arcahorum style with presents. And so the common tests that we're doing here, these are just tests that are available to all of us. We're doing that the traverse test. So we're going to add a progress to a location or a feature equal to your effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. Yeah, this is a location. That's how we do it. So I'm doing 3 plus 2, 5. We draw the top card. It's 0. So we place 5 progress here. At 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to look and find all of the red triggers and trigger them. We go in this order. If there are 2 active predators, exhaust them. Return 1 set-aside prey to your collection. We don't have that. No triggers, no triggers. Bold is discarded. And then this symbol means that we shuffle the deck. So now we can, if we should choose to, we can move away from the market. I think we'll probably hang out at least for a little bit, but we have enough progress to move away whenever we want to. I think we can kind of build a little bit, maybe see if there's some cool people to interact with. It feels like a market. There may be opportunity to get some cool cards here. Let's go ahead and use our basic action of remembering. So we're going to spend 1 focus, and at the end of the round, all of our energy and all of our currency refills. And so I try and use as much of it as possible. We're going to use a focus to remember. That is modified by triangles. I don't want to spin the triangles. We're just going to focus. We got 0. So we get to look at this, walk with me. After you succeed at a traverse test, we can choose to put this on the bottom of our deck. And then we get to draw a ranger card. Into a compassionate. Alrighty. We're going to trigger all of our suns. So this says discard 1 rain from this card. Each ranger suffers 1 fatigue. If there's no rain remaining, flip that card. I love the fatigue system in this game. So the deck is your health. Fatigue is degrading your health. It's lowering your health, but it's also you can interact with your fatigue stack and draw from your fatigue stack. Love it. So freaking cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and use the Hydroling Goggles. We're going to use awareness modified by triangle. We're going to spend 1 awareness. And we're going to go ahead and just do 1 triangle to scout path cards equal to your effort and then draw. So we're 2 modified by 0. So we get to scout path cards equal to 2. So we got a hungry scruff and a, oh geez. Okay, so we got 2 predators. When you interact with this being, you may discard 1 token from an equipped food to commit 1 effort. It's a 4/6. What is ambush? Ambush doesn't sound like that. It seems like it has some TCG elements. It feels like a TCG, and it was built around kind of the TCG play style with kind of a. It does feel very much like a open world RPG. Ambush. $26. It fatigues the ranger when it enters play. We're just gonna toss both of these and hopefully not draw anything worse. Okay, we got the hungry scruff. When you interact with this being, you can discard 1 token to commit 1 effort. This goes within reach of us, and we're going to trigger all of our blue. So if there's an active prey, exhaust it. There is not. And then if there's another active predator exhausted, there is not. So cool. It is. It is. It feels really, really, really cool. Okay. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and spend 2 spirit because we can connect with beings. So we're going to commit a compassionate. We're going to try and connect with the hungry scruff. So we're a total of 4, modified at a -1, so it's going to be 3. So we get to place 3 progress. There's damage and progress value here, so if you can damage it to death, or you can progress it to death, and we are much better at progressing things to death. So we place 3. We're going to trigger all of our blue. Oh, wait, all of our yellow. So we reduce fatigue, and we're going to, you know what? We're gonna end the player phase. We move on to the travel phase. So if we have progress equal to the required amount of progress, which is 4 per ranger, which we do, we can choose to travel. If we travel, we break back out the map and we are gonna move. I'm gonna hang out a little bit more on the here in the market just to kind of see what's going on. We haven't seen anything from the market. These are all from the desert, which probably is not the kindest way to get to the market, but we're going to hang out. Then we go through to the refresh where we ready all cards. Ranger regains all energy, and then we draw a card. So we're going to get 3, 2, and then this card is customizable when you're building your character. So they have all the ways that you can do it. Oh. I was thinking about it because last time I was complaining about how much the thing moves around. The map moves around. I need double-sided tape. I can get double-sided tape, and that would. I was at Walmart today, and I totally forgot to get some. Here we are. Okay, top of the round, we're gonna draw a path card. Hey, we got an antelope. This is a prey. So, when a prey is cleared, we can set it aside. So we may try and clear this prey and work on luring out whatever this is. We're going to go ahead and spend 2 fitness to play the Carbon Forged Trowel. One of the other things about this game is that there are inventory slots. You get 5 slots. So they kind of simplified it from the Arkham, where you get 5 slots. This takes up 2 of those slots. This takes up 1 of the slots. You can have 5 hydrolan goggles if you want. Okay. We are going to... I would like to connect with this Artelope. We're going to go ahead and spend 2 spirit to try and connect with the Artelope. So we got 2, not modifying it, -1. Yeah. So just 1 here. We're going to trigger all of our red. There are 2 active predators. If there's active food or you have food equipped, exhaust this being and suffer 1 injury. Oh, I hate that. Yikes. Okay. Then if there's at least one or more damage on this being, exhaust it. Exhaust each ready Artelope, add 1 damage to each being, and each ranger suffers 1 injury. I don't like the desert. I don't like the desert at all. Hey, who are we playing first on Friday? X23 or Deadpool? I don't know. I'll probably put out a poll and see what people want to see. I'm excited for both of them. I think in different ways. I think I'm excited for Deadpool for how he's going to shake up and just be kind of fun to play. And I'm excited for X23 because she looks really mechanically interesting. You know what? I'm starting to think that I don't like the desert. I'm starting to think that I may just want to piece out of the desert. I'm gonna find lingering injury. Injury 23. Okay. Yeah. Um I think honestly we're probably just going to I think I like Kodo's market, but I don't like desert. I'm gonna get the heck out of desert. Get the heck out of Dodge here. We're gonna go ahead and end and go to our travel phase. We'll go ahead and travel. We talked about wanting to see all of the um, encounter sets. So we go down here. We're going to come up through into the Ancestral Grove from the Mountain Pass. So let's see how that works. So we're going to take out all of. I didn't think that there were. Okay, no, I was not being smart because there's only the valley stuff. So it could have been really interesting, but it was just desert that we were kind of interacting with there. The Koda's market was just that card. That's on me. None of these are persistent, so they are not going to hang out. We're going to go ahead and set these aside. Do a little bit of sleeving. We're going to go. Next location is Ancestral Grove, which is right here. Figure that out here in a second. This is also another valley set, so we're going to choose 3 of these random, and then we're going to go find the Mountain Pass. I love ready heroes, so I have to go for X23 first. Might bring her into Mutant Gen. That'd be cool. Yeah, X23 seems really cool. I was talking with someone just right before the stream, and I was like, I think I'm most excited for her in a leadership build, which is not a sentence that I hear myself saying very frequently. Then we're gonna find mountains. Now those look mean as well. I should have known. Okay. I'm kind of playing it slightly blind where like I don't know what's in these sets. So I'm trying not to look too hard or too much just because I think that's a little fun. So we are now at Ancestral Grove. We have one more trip back to make it to Lone Tree Station, which is kind of our home base. Oh, and when we rest, we suffer fatigue per injury we have. So that's going to go there. I think she's amazing leadership. Clarity of purpose, danger room, training on honey badger command teams. I think leadership is her best aspect, especially one site. I'm really pumped to see how she interacts with that sidekick card. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's awesome. So you have her? Or are you theory craft? Shuffle this up. And we're going to read 15. Theory, yeah. She looks really freaking good in leadership. Alrighty, so number 15, Ancestral Groves. A reverent calm suffuses your being as you step into the Ancestors' Grove. Each of the trees, from the smallest sapling to the towering giants at the grove center, has been planted over the final resting place of a loved one. You move with care through the grove. You see several people, some keeping to themselves, some speaking softly, some bearing gifts, all here to commune with those who have passed. You pause and give your thoughts to your ancestors. Arrival setup. Search the path deck for the next card with a presence of 3 and discard it. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lead Ranger. Search the path deck for the next prey and put it into play. That's Predator. Oh, there's prey. Okay. This takes 4 to move. Choose a card from your ranger discard. Place it on top of your fatigue stack. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So you can be getting your discard pile or get discard pile back. That's nifty. Okay. So we need to get all of our cool stuff. Nope, we only get 2 of those. Okay. We suffered our injury fatigue. And what do we got here? This is the agitated Meadowlarks. We can spirit plus heart to listen for the Meadowlark's song of warming to move your presence to this being. Now, are your focus to the being? The focus is a multiplayer thing. Before a being moves or enters play within reach, you may remove your presence from this being to exhaust that being. Okay, so there is a interaction that you can have outside of multiplayer. That's pretty cool. Cool. Okay. I kind of like that prey. It's pretty nice. Top of the round, we're going to draw into the static shifter. Okay, now that's a build card for us. So let's go ahead and use 2 spirit to play the static shifter. This takes us up to 4 slots used. And after you add 1 or more damage to a floor, you can add 1 Vittle to this gear. You can exhaust, discard a Vittle, and soothe 2 fatigue, which is especially great because it sounds like we're going to be getting some back. I'm going to hang out in the Ancestral Grove a little bit and get some of these cards back. Let's go ahead and try and traverse our way through here. So we'll go ahead and spend 2 fitness. We're going to exhaust our ranger to use our ability to dodge this card. So we're not going to get exhausted. If you're interacting with something that is further out than something that is currently ready, so this is within reach, I'm interacting with the surroundings, you suffer fatigue equal to their presence. So in this case, it'd be 1, but we can dodge this card to traverse directly up there. So we're going 2 to 0. -1 gets us a 1 there. We're going to trigger all the blues. If there's an active predator, exhaust it. There is not. Okay. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 to play the green thumb. So search the path deck and discard pile for a floor and put it into play with this skill attached. Okay, so it has to be the fractal wire. This is an obstacle. This is not good. That's the only floral? Okay, so my deck does not like being here. That's funny. Yeah, okay. So the obstacle means we cannot travel. We can, oh my goodness. Yeah. We can test focus, which is our worst aspect, to break it, to add 1 damage to this feature for every 2 effort. If you fail, suffer 1 injury. We can tend it with our spirit though, so we can add or remove damage from flora equal to our effort. So we can kill damage, even though our green thumb pulled and made it better. Our stupid green thumb is making the fractal wire better. I should have seen that coming. The mountains are not known for their kindness. To plants. So we're gonna focus, commit 1, 0. Oh shoot! Add 1 to each being within reach. No, that's here. So it's not us. Oh, it actually is here though. It's gonna kill off our Meadowlarks. Okay. And then we get to scout, meticulous. If you succeeded at this task in which you committed this attribute, you can suffer fatigue to add it back to your hand. We're going to take that. And there we go. For awareness, we can exhaust a being. We can test awareness for the hydro lens. I also don't want to heal or don't want to rest too much because this injury is going to fatigue me. I think we have to just go for it though. So let's go ahead and heal. We can't travel, so we will refresh. We'll ready all of our cards, Each ranger regains all energy and draws a ranger card. Hey, another meticulous. You suffer fatigue for our energy. I kind of want to get out of here quick. Top of the round, we're going to draw. Ooh, Aura Voss Traveler. I wonder if this is. I don't remember the. There's another Voss that we talked to. She is friendly. Uh, Focus plus traverse to ask Aura who she has encountered during her travels to search the valley set for a human and shuffle them into the path deck. That's kind of interesting. And then we can read when we finish it. So she comes in, we read 81. Quasi-Voss, that's right. Otherwise, go to 81-1. Excuse me, you hear the call from a little ways off and turn to see a woman strutting towards you. My name's Aura. I'm here looking for my daughter. Have you seen her? About this tall, green tunic, asked a lot of questions, stole all my biscuits. Yeah, I know her. You mentioned that you haven't seen her. Just straight up lie. I guess we haven't seen her in a while. That's why, if she's in play, that's what happens. You mentioned that you haven't seen her. She throws up her hand. She was supposed to meet me at Ranger Station hours ago. Can you help me find her? We can clear her to try and find her. Alrighty. Okay. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and spend one spirit to play Nature's Abundance. We can add a damage to a flora. To soothe one fatigue. So we get to draw the top card of fatigue stack. So that's a perspective. I put a lot of traverse things in here just because we have to do all of the traversing, and that can be a really important part of the game. So after you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, gain one awareness. And then when you add flora and one energy of any type, we're also going to take a spirit right back. And whenever we add one or more damage to a flora, we can add one victual to this gear. And we can exhaust this gear, spend a victual. It's all coming together to soothe two fatigue. We got a green thumb, fool me once, and a photoscopic helmet. All right, that works really well with our goggles. So let's go ahead and spend a focus to grab a photoscopic helmet. Whenever a ranger scouts, we get to increase the number of scouted cards by 1. Sick. Let's go ahead and try to... We're going to use the Carbon Force Trowel to tend to the local plants. So we're going to spend 2 spirits. We add damage equal to our presence, or equal to our effort. We only have 2. We don't have any modifications. Testing spirit 0. So we add 2 damage. These are double-sided. Sick. And get to place a victual here. Have to kill the fractal wire. Stupid fractal wire. But I do have a green thumb, so wherever we go next, I can grab a flora from that location to try and help and figure out what's going on. I'm wondering. We're here at the Ancestors Grove. I'm wondering if it's... There were a lot of prey. I kind of really want to see what this encounter set is. But in order to clear the lure, we need a lot of prey. There's a lot of prey in the green deck. And so maybe we go here. Maybe we go up to Lone Tree Station and then down to Boulder Field and try and amass that amount of prey. And then we are going to try and juke out Aura. I guess we don't have to do that. This is not there. We're going to try and travel here on Ancestors Grove. So we're going to commit 2 fitness. We're going to exhaust our character to ignore or to dodge Aura. We're going to go 2 meticulous. So that's 4 total. I'm pretty happy with that. So we got 4 plus 1 is 5. Let's go. So that's 5 here, taking us up to 6. So we can travel away now if we want. After you succeed at a test in which you committed this attribute, you can fatigue. We're going to do both of those and pull those back to our hands. Now that we have static shifter, it's going to be pretty easy to get those fatigue cards back. It is accelerating the game, but we're okay with that. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me make sure obstacles don't... Do they stop me from traversing or do they stop me from traveling? Obstacle 26. I feel like I'm about to be very sad. You cannot interact with a card if a ready card with the obstacle keyword is between you and that card. Oh, so we can't even interact with the card. Well, in that sense, we're not going to do that. We're going to put these cards back on the top of our deck. We are going to have that. And we're going to hit you with the trowel next turn. We'll shuffle this back in. That's on me. Awareness can juke out somebody, but really, I guess we could Hydro Lens goggles this thing. I actually don't know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's... Is there any reason to do that? We're gonna hang out. So we can't travel. We're only at 1. We cannot travel. So we will go ahead and refresh. We'll ready all of our cards. How long did it take you to get a good feel for the game and start playing? This is my 4th time playing. It is a very simple game. All the interactions come with the card text, but the things you can do, like there are 3 things you can do on your turn. Play a card, perform a test, or rest. And rest is just... It's not even a thing. You just move on to the next phase. It's a really simple game. It's a really easy game to learn, especially if you're familiar with other card games. Okay. Ready all cards. We get all of our money back. Draw into a perspective. Okay. We suffer a fatigue from the injury. Okay. We are so ready to traverse. I'm telling you. Woo. Top of the round, we're going to draw into a Pouncing Atrox. This says ambush, so when it comes within reach of us, it does fatigue us. And it's a 4/6 if there's another active predator. No, wait, I don't read those yet. Okay. We can hit it with our trowel if we wanted to. What we're going to do is we're going to tend to the local plants. We need 1. We need 1, so we'll commit 2. Just in case it's a minus. It's not a minus, so we'll go ahead and add damage here, which will add a Vittle. Then this gets to go the heck away. We still have not drawn a sun in a long time. I'm really excited to put some stuff back, but we got a red. There are 2 active predators. There are not. There's an active predator. They're exhausted. Heck yeah. Add damage to this being equal to that predator's presence. Ooh. Oravos is about to die. That's not good. I feel like I don't want to be the one responsible for taking care of the kid. Yay. Okay. Now this thing's exhausted, so that's good. Which means that we can probably travel fairly easily. Let's go ahead and use a Vittle here. We'll exhaust this to soothe 2 fatigue, which takes an Eagle Eye, scout 3 path cards, and then draw a path card. When you traverse, you can... dude, we're traversing so well right now. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and Meticulous. Yeah, Meticulous. We're going to exhaust the dodge here, and we're going to go 4 flip into a +1. Let's go. Um, so 5 again. So same result as last time. Hey, do you know if there are informations for a retail release? Will retail even happen, or is this only a Kickstarter thing? Retail will happen. Now, what the also, hey, hi. Retail will happen. I'm not 100% sure what that release or that distribution model looks like, but retail will happen. I think you can go and buy it online at at their website. Heck, I have their website pulled up right now because I have all their stuff in it. Um, yeah, you can pre-order it on the website. So if I go to the pre-order, I'll multitask and shuffle. Miss the Kickstarter pre-order the entire Earthborn catalog with exclusive partnership. I assume that is Team Covenant. Yeah, you can go and pre-order it online. Pre-orders will ship after the Earthborn Kickstarter is fulfilled to the US. So I mean, this fulfilled 2 weeks ago, so I'm assuming that that probably just something that they have not updated on their website yet. We'll go ahead and suffer the 2 fatigue to pull these back. And I think we're piecing out of here. Yeah, I think we're gonna hang out. So we will bye. We're gonna travel. I do like that you can travel and see multiple locations and multiple things, interact with the map a lot, throughout the day. So we are here at Ancestral's Grove. We're gonna go up to Lone Tree Station. Well, thanks. It looks like a chill game with it is a chill game. It is like I'm just we're just out here just hanging out, and it's a really chill game, and I have a lot of fun with it. We got Valley, got all of these mountain pass. Going up to Lone Tree Station. Been there, done that. Lone Tree Station. And we traveled along, I don't actually even know what that would be called. Old Growth is what it's called. There's a lot of old growth cards. There's 12 of them. That may actually be, maybe that's not out of the ordinary. You can tell that it's new because I don't even have the card sleeve. Oh, we need to switch out our location as well. Yeah, I think right now what I want to be doing is finding prey. I think if our prey, yeah, if we can start finding prey, we're set up. I'm going to kind of cheat just a little bit. See if there's any prey in this. I'm not going to look and see what it is. I don't know if there's prey here. There is some prey. There's some prey. So we can hang out at Lone Tree and see what prey we're going to be able to collect for our lure. And then if we hop down to wherever, crossing the woods is a fairly friendly encounter set. So it has some prey in there that we can lure away. Shuffle this up. Okay. We got this. Yeah, I need some double-sided tape. And it's still just downpouring. It's just very, very rainy. Okay. And we are at Lone Tree Station. Lone Tree Station is for lack of a better word, a special location, so it has its own encounter set. Lone Tree Station, awareness. We can search beneath the comforting shade of your Giga Redwood home to scout path cards equal to your effort, then draw a path card. And our arrival lead ranger, we draw a path card. So let's go ahead and draw the Hanging Gardens. You love to see it. You love to see it. It's a really good flora which interacts with just everything that we have going on. Big fan. Big fan. We get to unexhaust, get our money back, suffer fatigue, or draw a card, suffer fatigue, add 1 damage to a floor to add 3 to a trail. So the Hanging Gardens, we can add a damage to soothe 3 fatigue and heal 1 injury. Didn't even realize I could do that. Let's heal that injury. Top card is the Dolewood Canopy. This is also a flora. While your presence is on the feature, treat each card within reach as exhausted, but you cannot add progress to features or the location. So you're like up in the trees. That's pretty cool. Fit, we can climb the towering trees to get your bearings to either move your token to this feature or remove it from this feature if you fail, suffer 1 injury. There you go. And this is along the way. Let's eat some of this stuff. I'm telling you. Well, we'll go 2 awareness. We can modify it with triangles. I don't think I really want to, though. We'll go 2 awareness. 0. Hey. Oh, dang. I was like, I wanted the sun, and it's gone now. So we do this first. We add 1 damage, which will add a Vittle. To soothe 3 fatigue. Boom. And heal an injury. You love to see it. So we got another static shifter. I think we're full up right now. Eagle Eye and Familiar Ground. Alrighty. That's nice. We got Suns, so we're going to trigger this. Discard 1 rain. Each ranger suffers a fatigue. And then if there are no clouds remaining, or we flip, we can remove a presence. We're not going to do that. I guess I don't know how to add progress to a feature. Oh, I guess there's ways to do it. I just don't know how. All right, we're going to spend 2 to soothe 2 fatigue. We are feeling really unfatigable right now. So that's cool. That's exhausted. I want Prey. So we are going to Hydro Lens Goggles. We're going to test awareness, modify by triangles. So we got 1. We'll modify it with 1. So we're 2. Flip. We're testing awareness. So that's 3. So we get the scout path cards 3 plus 1. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take the Prey. We got the topside mast. If the weather is inclement, it is. You cannot interact with this feature. Alrighty. We'll put it on top just because it has a presence of 0, and that allows us to interact with the things that we want to interact with better. Okay. We're actually getting pretty tired. So we drew this. This is the Cloud Hive. After adding 1 or more damage to this feature, add 1 bee to each Cloud Hive swarm in play. Oh, geez. If there are no Cloud Hive storms in play, search the path discard deck for the next Cloud Hive storm. Great. So we discard 1. Here, we soothe the fatigue, and then we flip this. No longer inclement. Okay, so we can test focus plus triangles to shelter from the threatening clouds overhead to discard 1 rain from this card for every 2 effort. Refresh. Add 2 rain to this card if there are 4 more rain tokens. A peal of thunder fills the air and a heavy rain begins. Move all prey to along the way. Then each ranger exhausts their roll. Flip this card. Alrighty. We're going to trigger here. A ranger may move. There are no storms in play. Search the path deck for a bee. Cloud Hive Swarm. I hate that. Oh, geez. I don't like that at all. It's beautiful, but I hate it. Alrighty. Refresh. Add 1 bee to this swarm. Okay. You can add a maximum of 1 damage per test to this swarm. X is equal to the number of bees in this swarm. And it starts with 1 bee. And this is within reach. So we want to smash this thing early. If X is greater than or equal to your fit aspect, exhaust the swarm, suffer 1. Okay, we're going to try and hit that with this trowel. Real hard. He has so many cards. Oh, jeez. Yep, we're gonna do 2 modified with an eagle eye, so 3 total. I'm gonna do 4 total. No, we'll go 3 total because there's no reason to not do. No, because we need a 2. We need a 2. So we'll go 4 total. It's 0, so we deal damage, which will clear this. Get rid of that. Real hard. Then we got blues. If there's an active human, exhaust them. There's not. If there's an active mammal, exhaust it. There is not. Cool. Alrighty. Okay. I want to be adding progress to that prey. That's a feature in a prey. That's interesting. Huh. I think I have something. That's to a being. Traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. We can go find a flora. It's not a trail. Okay, so I actually can't. I'm not finding any prey that I can lure away. I mean, that's thematically fair. The Cloud Hive, it makes sense that you can't just like lure the Cloud Hive away from the deck or the game. So that's fair. I think we just leave. At least we try to leave, because the woods I know has prey, and we can traverse the woods a couple times. But I mean, we are also getting fairly low on our deck, and so Spy can connect with people after you succeeded a traverse test. Add progress to a being equal to your effort that is not a being. Never mind. Okay. Yep, I think we're gonna be lame and rest again. So we'll unexhaust everything. We know what's coming, so it's that 0 presence, so we're fine there. Unexhaust, do that. We don't have to suffer anything. We do get to draw a card, which is another photoscopic helmet. And then we'll place this. That's not what we had. Oh, we have to shuffle because the cloud has. Oh. Okay, so this is the rotting dullwood. This is an obstacle. We have to get rid of this. We'll clear this with damage. Discard each flora in play. Each ranger suffers fatigue equal to 2 plus the combined presence of all flora discarded this way. Boo. 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 Alrighty. Stupid obstacle. Let's try and kill that. We're gonna go 2 spirits modified with a static shifter to try and tend the local plants. We're gonna try and add damage here. So we have 3. We're gonna flip into modified 0, so we do clear this. Discard each flora in play, so this is also gonna get discarded. And we suffer 3 fatigue. You know what? We may just sleep a little bit on our way out of here. Any sun, a ranger may move There are no Cloud High Swarms in play. Dang it, we have to go get another Cloud High Swarm. Alrighty, so that's back. I like the forest a lot more than I like all of the other the other terrains that we've been on. I also like how you can connect with the Cloud High Swarm. I appreciate that. You can connect with the swarm. It takes 7, which is a lot, but we'll go ahead and exhaust the static shifter to soothe 2 fatigue. Maybe we have too many traverse things in here. One of the interesting or the funny things about the game, right, is that you can just like run away from your problems. If you can traverse away, now you are going to have to interact with everything along your way, or I guess within reach and along the way, in order to place that progress. But if you can sneak the progress on there early, you can like just peace out. And unless they're persistent, which I've seen very few cards that are persistent, you can just leave them and just like, okay, you know what? It is now Lone Tree Station. That is their problem. The Swarm, I had very little to do with the Swarm. But that's now on them. They can handle that once I come back. I'm sure it will be taken care of. Alrighty. So we can attack the Clavified Swarm, but I'm also thinking that we just dodge and go to try and travel. So if we use a Leaf in the Breeze, spend 1 to play a Leaf in the Breeze. When you traverse, dodge up to 3 cards. We'll dodge those 3 cards. And we will try and travel. We're going to use 2 fitness. We'll commit a bold. So that's 4 total. We need a success of 3. I don't want to add any fatigue left. Or have any more fatigue. We're gonna just commit Meticulous. I don't think we'll pull it back, but that's gonna be a total of 5, 0. We're good. We place the progress here. A ranger may move. There's no Cloud High Swarms in play. So there is a Cloud High Swarm. We could commit or use a fatigue, but we actually may not end up. We actually are probably just going to camp after this and end the day there, just because what happens if we go to sleep on, if we're forced to go to sleep? I haven't figured out that much. Ending the day. Rangers 2 fatigue. If a ranger needs to draw a card or suffer fatigue but cannot, the day ends immediately. Alrighty, well, might as well just save. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and travel and we'll make camp there. And that will be the end of the day. I'm hoping that. Okay, so we do read 1.04 next tomorrow. And I assume today's day 3. I did all of that in the downpour. These are suggested, but apparently it just started raining a little bit early. Today is day 3. Day 4 is when the downpour is supposed to start. Day 4 also seems like we're going to start progressing the main storyline. We kind of finished our tutorial. I've seen everything that I wanted to see. We are going to be ending up traveling down here to. Actually, let's go to White Sky. We'll hang out at White Sky across the lake path, and so that's where we'll pick up. I don't know when we're gonna get to play. Next week is holiday for us, so I don't know. I really enjoy playing this game. We may try and find a way to sneak in a game next week, but I am traveling, and so make sure to just follow along and monitor the schedule that gets posted every week. But this is This is a lot of fun. I really am looking forward to seeing all the reward cards. There are reward cards that are cards that you cannot add into your deck, but they modify your deck. Cannot add into your deck from a deck building standpoint, but they can go into your deck from like a modified, um, from like interacting with the game. So I'm interested to see what those do. Um, yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you all so very much for hanging out. Next stream is going to be on Friday afternoon, not morning. I almost said morning. Friday afternoon at 1 p.m. We're going to be playing X-23 and Deadpool. We're going to be unboxing and playing our first games with the two new heroes in Marvel Champions. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you all are as well. Jester, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing fantastic, and I will see y'all Friday. Peace.